Okay, for math today, we're going to open up our math books. That's this book. And we're opening up to page 153. Give me just a moment to find 153. Okay, so we read our word problem. We see Monica has 24 crayons. Paul has 64 crayons. How many crayons do they have in all? I want to focus on that word problem first. I know that our word problem is about crayons, and my key word here is in all. We talked about this the other day, and in all means we're looking for the sum, or we're looking for the total of the crayons. So I know Monica has 24 crayons, and I know Paul has 64 crayons. So we've been doing math like this. We've been doing our 24 and our 64, and we've been adding them up, and we would have added our 10s in our head, then we would have added our 1s, and we would have written it down. So I want to show you another way to use this because we're moving towards mental math. So what if we took this information here, and if we added this? If I had 24 plus 60, I know that 6 10s plus 2 10s. I know 6 plus 2 more is 8. So I know that's going to be 84. Then I can add this extra piece here. 84 plus 4 is going to be 88. Let's see how else we can do this without having to draw the 10s in one chart. What if I break this apart? Our 64 becomes a 60 and a 4. Now I'm going to add this, and I'm going to do this in my head. So 24 plus 60, we said 6 10s plus 2 10s is 8, 4 plus nothing is 84. We've got this 4 left over here. So 84 plus 4 is going to equal 88. So there are 88 crayons. So what we're doing is we're taking the second number, we're breaking it apart. What I would do, this is the example that will be shown in the video. If you go in and you browse and you look for the video for lesson 4 or 5, I would have flipped my add-ins. And I would have made this 64 plus 24, because I would rather have kept the 64 in my head and only had to count up 2 times. So I would have had 64 plus 20 is 84, plus 4, there's my leftover 4, was 88. Now, when I turn the page, it's going to look super, super crazy. Calm down. It's really not that bad. We are now on page 154. This looks really crazy, and I agree. It does look a little bit crazy. We're going to focus on this model, because this says there's one way and another way. We're going to focus on the first way, okay? And this is the same exact thing that I just did. The only difference is, here, they are moving up to a 10, and then they're adding the rest of it. Let's move down here. We're going to make it easier. I see 17 plus 52. They took their 50 and their 2, and they broke it up. If you remember, I drew a circle to group these together. Instead of drawing a circle, what they have decided to do is they drew lines, and they're grabbing the numbers, and they're saying, hey, we're going to pull the 17 and the 50. It's the same exact thing as me doing the circle. 17 plus 50, I know it's 5 10s and 1 10, is going to be 6 10s, and I have 7 1s, so I have 67. I broke my 52 into a 50 and a 2. So I have my 67, and I need to add this other number here. So I'm pulling down my 67 and my 2, And I'm showing that I'm pulling these two together and I'm combining these two. So I'm creating the number 69 because 67 plus 2 is 69. I'm giving you just a moment. So again, I chose to circle on the page before. They are grabbing the numbers and pulling them together. Oh, let's move to question number 2. What are they doing? They think they're going to trick us. Here are our add-ins right here. And here is our sum. They flipped them around on us. But remember, we talked about how add-ins and a sum are just like a balance beam or like a seesaw. We want to have equal value on both sides. So this equal sign just means the number here is the same as the value of these numbers here put together. So it doesn't matter if our sum comes first or if our add-ins come first. We're going to focus on our add-ins. So I have the number 69 plus 23. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to break apart our 23. So I want you to think, what numbers would go in these two boxes? If I'm breaking apart 23, what would I put in that first box? Look back at this example and see if you can figure it out. We would put a 20. I hope that's what you wrote down. And then, in our ones place, we would put a 3. So I'm going to grab two numbers that I want to add together. I'm grabbing my 69 and I'm grabbing my 20. 69 plus 20 is 6 tens plus 2 tens. Is going to be how many tens? 6 tens plus 2 tens. I hope you were thinking it's going to be 8 tens. And now I have 9 ones plus nothing. So we have 89. And I have now, my 3 is left over. So 89 plus 3, I'll take that 89 and tuck it in my head. And I'm going to count up 3 times. Ooh, Miss Dixon, this is a tough one. Because I get to 90. And then I have to change to a new value of 10. So 89 is my first number. And I'm going to count on 3 times. 90, 91, 92. So I've gotten 89 plus 3 is 92. So my sum is 92. I'm going to do one more with you, and then I'm going to let you do 2 on your own. Let's do number 3. And this is on page 155. You should all be there. Okay, I have 23 plus 26. Let's think. How am I going to break apart this 26? Write the numbers that go into each box. I hope you wrote 20 and 6. Now, I want you to grab the first 2 numbers and draw lines to connect them. I grabbed the first 2 numbers. I grabbed 23 and 20. I pulled the 23 down, I pulled the 20 down, and now we're going to find the sum of those together. So right now in your head, what is 23 plus 20? So I have 23 and I'm adding 2 more 10s. I hope you came up with 43. Now I'm going to grab my 43 and I'm grabbing my 6, which are my leftover numbers. So I'm going to add 43 plus 6. So you should have tucked the 43 in your head, and we're counting on 6 times. 43 goes in, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, There we go. 49. So my sum is 49. Now it's your turn to do questions 4 and 5 on your own. I'm going to give you a few minutes to get this done, and then I'm going to go through the problems with you. Okay, at this point you can pause the video until you're ready. I'm going to go over the answers now. The 42 should be broken up into tens and ones, into a 40 and a 2. I'm going to grab my first two numbers, 40 plus 9. That's easy. 4 tens plus no tens, 9 ones plus no ones, 49. Then I'm grabbing my 49 and my 2. I end up with 51. Question number 3. You should have broke apart your 16. It would look like this, a 10 and a 6. I'm going to grab my first two numbers. 51 plus 10. 5 tens plus 1 10 is 6 tens. 1 1 plus no ones is 1 1. And then I'm grabbing 61 plus 6. So 61 goes in my head, and I can count on 6 times. And I get 62, 63, 64, 65, 66. I get 67. So my sum was 67. Your task today is the same as usual. You're going to log into Pearson Realize. I do have a video uploaded in there. It's the Another Look video. However, and I may actually take it out, I'm not sure, it goes over this crazy process of breaking numbers down even farther. I'm afraid without me being here, this process will confuse you too much. So if you want to just stick with this process that we just learned, you will still get the same exact answers. Log into Pearson Realize and complete the quick check for lesson 4-5. That was 4-5. Okay, guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning. Mwah.